Hey friends, this is Faye from Face World Media. Most email marketing tutorials start with a fully set up account, with subscribers, with automations, and data fully running. Here, I'm doing the exact opposite. I'm starting from zero, just signing up, no subscribers yet, and then walking you through exactly how you would set up your first campaign and your first automation using Omnisend. I want to show you how you get started with Omnisend, even if you're not running an online store yet, and how, if you do decide to launch an e-commerce store later, this platform can grow with you, including automation. With that said, let's get started. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get started with Omnisend as an absolute beginner. You've never used this app before, you're relatively new to email marketing. Let's get started. I'm going to use the free version because I believe it's the best way for you to test out any new software to see if the automation, if the workflow will work for you. With that said, I've included a link here on screen and also in the description below for you to get started. To sign up, click on Start Free. As you can see, you can sign up via Shopify, but don't worry if you are not an e-commerce owner. You can also sign up using Google or simply your email. Omnisend is very popular among Shopify users, but it's not just for Shopify and e-commerce. It can work very well for creators and small business owners. I'm going to sign up with Google. Click on Continue. You're logged in, your email is confirmed. There is no credit card required for you to use it for free. And here I'm going to enter my email. I'm going to choose non-e-commerce. So here I'm going to enter my business address as well. All right. So once you're done with that step, we are in a very clean dashboard. First, you're greeted with connect your store. Remember, if you have Shopify and if you have WooCommerce, you can get started right here. I do want to show you a quick list of all the e-commerce platforms, not just Shopify, that you can consider to connect to Omnisend. So this is quite convenient. It's going to go through all the steps with you. For this video, I'm going to show you a non-e-commerce approach. So on the left-hand side, I'm going to show you by expanding my business here, Face World. You can see that even on the free plan, you can send up to 500 emails each month, which is going to renew when the 30 days is up. You also have $1 of free SMS left. You can actually get monthly SMS credits. I know some of you are probably not going to jump into this feature right away, but if you do, I do want to show you some of these available options. For example, $10 to send 667 SMS, $15 for 1,000, etc. So you can really pay as you go. You can also choose to auto upgrade to the next tier when your credits run low. So this way you don't have to worry about your SMS not going out when you don't have enough credits. With that said, we're going to focus on the rest of the video based on campaigns, automations, forms, audience. When people first get started with email marketing, one of the frequently asked questions is, what is the difference between campaigns versus automation? It's very simple. Campaigns are designed to be one-off emails. As you wake up on a Sunday morning, you want to basically send out an email to all your audience, to your clients that you have registered here under Omnisend. That's what you'll use. Automation, just by definition, is something that you pre-built. For example, you have a newsletter, and whenever people subscribe to your newsletter, maybe you want to give them a little free gift. That is a checklist. And even for my mom's newsletter, which is Selling the Art, as soon as people subscribe, we actually send them a very high resolution image that they can put on their cell phone. So whatever you want to give away at the beginning, as people are signing up for your newsletter, you can use that for automation. Of course, from an e-commerce perspective, for abandoned carts, for follow-ups, and to segment your audience to give them something unique to them based on what they have previously viewed, what they have previously purchased, that is also part of automation. To get started with creating an email campaign, you're going to click on that green button there. To send out an email, you have your usual subject line, your sender name. Here, I typically encourage that you use your own name so people can recognize you right away. Your sender's email, pre-header, campaign name, and the language. You can also connect to your Facebook page, which I really like because we have a Facebook business page. So when we send out an email, that will automatically be published on Facebook as well. I'm going to use a simple example. Recently, I published on our blog an article called Partner Models, which is to help people choose the Adobe Firefly third-party models without the overwhelm. So the pre-header is the short text that follows the subject line of your email. It's that little preview that you see on Gmail, for example, whether you're on your mobile phone or in the desktop experience. The campaign name is really for internal reference. Sometimes I just use the exact same subject line for ease of use, or sometimes I just shorten it. Language, obviously English, and that's really it. Now I can choose email template. What I really like about Omnisend is that instead of you having to imagine and design your own email template, they have something that's already pre-built for you. Right now, as a recording of this video, Valentine's Day is coming up. There are some really cute Valentine templates, but you can also select the template based on your goal. For example, your first welcome and engagement email. Let's take a look at promoting certain products. You can announce a particular sale and discounts. You can offer a discount directly. Now, I also want to take a look at theme, like branded ones. So these branded templates looks plain, but once you plug in your logo and your image, it's gonna pop out right away. You don't have to be overwhelmed by these templates. I would say don't try to look through everything. If something looks close enough to what you want to use, stick with it and start experimenting with that template. You can also filter based on type. Here we have holiday and celebration. Super Bowl is coming up. You have fashion and style. You have automation-based, abandoned cart, survey, thank you email, business, finance, special occasions, and some miscellaneous. There's also manage your brand here on the upper right-hand corner. You can import all your brand assets and select your logo, your accent color, your main color. You can choose your font. You can even add your social links. Quickly uploaded my logo. As you can see, I can click on select, and here it is. So for example, if you want to remove the background of your logo, what you can do is simply use Adobe Express's free remove background feature. As you can see here, I'll include a link down below. And all you need to do is drag and drop the photo there. Make sure the file extension is JPEG or PNG. I quickly remove the background of my logo, and now you can see Face World at the top. Whether you want to include a logo or not is entirely optional. Now, to change my accent color, all I have to do is pick a color or click on the plus sign, and here I can enter the specific color profile that I have. So in case you don't know how to do that, you can install color pickers or talk to your design team to figure out exactly the color that they recommend you use for accent colors. Just like that, let me go ahead and bring in my accent color, click on add color. Here it is. I like it simple, light grayish. I have a maroon color and black. I can click on save brand assets. Now I can close out this window and go back to where I was working previously. So I enjoy something really simple. Click on welcome and engage. I like this middle one. It's very simple with a small logo, and you can even increase it, resize it if need to. You can choose the alignment on the right-hand side as well. It's already pre-built with text, with a bullet list. I want to quickly introduce to you what you can do on this page. Now, personally, I like to keep my emails really simple, straightforward, almost like you're getting it from a friend as opposed to a salesy email. With that said, if you look on the left-hand side, you have a lot to choose from. Click on add elements here, and you will see that you have all these elements you can choose from. Text, button, images, anything you want to use, just drag and drop there. And if you want to include an image as part of this campaign, perhaps at the top, you can also do that. You can include, of course, product recommenders. You can even include videos here, lines, space, social media. You can include code, pre-headers, buttons, like a call to action, either learn more, read more, shop now, whatever you choose it to be. Also under add elements, you have something called layouts. Instead of having a one column layout throughout, you can build 2 to 3 columns. This is especially helpful with e-commerce stores. For me, I tend to stick with a single column, clean and clear layout. If you're using it for e-commerce, here you can integrate with your products, bestsellers, recently added products. I would say beyond just add elements, all the products elements and below, like images and headers and content and footer, this section is very focused on e-commerce. Any elements that you accidentally added and you want to get rid of, click on delete layout.
and you're back to what you previously had. Now, at the very bottom, these are all placeholder. You don't have to worry about them. Once you send the test email, you'll see that they're actually built out using the information you already entered, like your address, zip code, your contact email, that sort of thing. I want to show you how I can repurpose this blog post here, focusing on what is 11 Labs AI, the 2026 guide, into an email format. I really like this because I also have a companion video that I can insert as well. What I typically do is include what I've written at the top of this blog post. You can see the format still looks very clean. I'll add some spaces, and I decided I don't want this little section here, and I don't want any additional text. I kind of want to lead people into this article, and if they want to read more, they'll click on the button, and if they want to watch the video, they can do that as well. So when you click on the video, you can see that there's a video URL, so I'm going to find that on my YouTube channel. Visiting FaceWorld here, I'm going to scroll down. I do have a playlist for 11 Labs. This is the latest video. I'm going to grab the share link, copy this link coming back to Omnisend, and simply paste it into this video URL. I can choose to remove image padding here if I want. I can click on layout. I do like how things are already built. Personally, I am not someone who want to spend forever on email marketing. Therefore, I have a high demand of the email looking as good as it possibly can right out of the gate using the templates that I already have. Because I changed my approach, and instead of putting together an Adobe Firefly video, here I'm doing one for 11 Labs. I'm going to change the name of the campaign here. We're allowed to change our mind, right? So let me go ahead and change the campaign name and then go ahead and edit email content. You notice as I'm flipping back and forth, all that content is already saved and cached. That is amazing. I don't want to accidentally delete certain things or skip a certain step. Here we go. You see the padding right here? So that's 12 points. If I want to reduce it, I can also do that and make it 12 points. Now it's a little bit more compact. You may be thinking, hey, I know these edits are pretty minimum. Can I reuse these templates, my own? Absolutely. So here, instead of shop now, I want to change it into read on our blog, a link to the blog post. There are different styles, as you can see, whatever you want it to be. Now, if I want people to actually read the article and have the video be secondary, what I can do is simply drag and drop like that. So convenient. Now, I want to click on save and choose recipient. I'm very happy with how the email looks. And now I want to send it to my subscribers. Right now it says email subscriber 0 because I just signed up Omnisend as I'm recording this video. Number 1, as you can see, I can choose to send it to all my subscribers, or here I can choose a segment. Next we can do is send a test email. This step right here to send a test email, in my opinion, is a must-have. Now that I've been running email marketing campaigns for well over 10 years, I urge everyone to click on send test email so you know what it looks like. You can choose different emails. It can be the one I signed up for Omnisend with. It could be a personal email, could be your mom's email. Once you send it out, it's going to land in your inbox. This gives you a chance to make sure everything looks according to plan, that all the links, including the video link and also our blog post link, they're all working as planned. So let's go ahead and visit my email real quick. Remember, when you send a test email, it could land in a spam folder, but once you send the actual campaign, the email will successfully reach your recipient. I'm going to double check our spam filter. Right here, I'm going to click on report not spam. So now what we can do is go to our inbox. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So the logo is clean and clear. We have some links built in that is still working. I'm going to click on read on our blog to make sure it goes to the right place. Last but not least, I do want to click on this video and see what happens.
Hey friends, this is Faye from FaceWorld
Oh, very
Media.
cool. Actually, it basically popped open this YouTube app that I have installed on my computer. This is great. Next, I want to show you how you can actually import subscribers. We're going to review campaign. Now, there is a special feature from Omnisend. It's called the campaign booster. So what does that mean? It automatically resends your campaign to subscribers who missed it initially. Whenever you exit out your campaign, that email is being saved, including all the formats and the content. So for us to import our audience or our subscribers, you're going to click on audience. So first click on contacts. and then click on Add or Update Contacts. You have many options to import your contacts. You can add a single contact. Sometimes that is really helpful when somebody says, hey, Faye, I want to really get on your email newsletter. I don't know how to do it. Could you add my email here? You can do that. But obviously, you can also import contacts from a file. It'll give you the format. You don't have to guess. And you can paste the contact details. You can import directly from MailChimp or Klaviyo. I'm going to show you how to add a single contact real quick. All you need here is your contact's email. You can add a tag if you choose to. This is also optional. So for example, I can add myself. Phone number is optional. If you're not using SMS, you don't have to update that. There are additional fields that you can also edit. I'll show you what they are: first, last name, address, country. I would recommend at the minimum that you consider adding people's email and their first name. Make sure at the bottom you confirm that this person has given you permission to be added to your email list. Click on Add Subscriber, and here's your first one. You may be wondering, Faye, how many contacts can I import? On the free plan, you can import up to 250 contacts. By the way, when it comes to contacts, it's not necessarily more the better. It's higher quality contacts, and engagement's always key. I do want to show you right here how to import contacts from a file. Click on Import from File. If you're wondering how to format your file in a way that makes the import very clean and easy, download the sample file right here. I'll open up real quick for you to see how to format your Excel. All right, you got email, first, last name, city, country, state, etc. At the bare minimum, all you need are emails. Another feature is the ability to copy and paste contact details. If you have an Excel spreadsheet or CSV that has that information, like a list of emails and names, you can just copy and paste. Super simple. You can click on Submit and your contacts will be imported pretty seamlessly. So next, I want to talk about automation. This is where Omnisend really shines through direct integration with your e-commerce stores. If you're a creator thinking, I don't really have a store yet, but I might in the future, I think Omnisend is that solution for you to grow with. Next, I'm going to show you the different integrations. If you're not using any of the e-commerce platforms on this page, you can integrate directly with WordPress and other platforms. And what it means is, for example, you want to connect your store outside of that existing list. All you have to do is copy and paste the code snippet into your specific e-commerce platform. Because we're using Shopify, I'm going to show you how that integration works. So click on Shopify and click on Connect Store. So here I'm going to log in. All right, as you can see, now we're connected to storeassemblyart.com. What we need to do now is click on Install. Another thing I want to point out is that because marketing and SMS is so popular among e-commerce store owners, it has really high reviews. That is something that I do want to pay attention to. I want to make sure anything I install in my Shopify store is something that I can trust and rely on. Omnisend is going to walk you through what you need to do next. You can follow personalized guidance or explore on your own. And here I can say, go to my recommendations. I love the process. It's not just going through the motions, but actually getting direct and tailored recommendations from Omnisend. Here's our step-by-step guide, launch sign-up form. I love this one. Get 10% off your first purchase with this code. People tend to overlook this sometimes. So I'm going to say enable form right here. Next, we can create a welcome workflow. When people purchase, whether it's a canvas or print on Soundly Art Store, we don't really do much follow.